Evening PooTube, hope everyone's good. Now, after seeing things unfold across the board today on many different channels, everyone's clearly going to dine out on this now for the foreseeable future. The trolls are given free rein at this point, because with people keep putting things up and then taking it down and whatever, they can say what they want. I think the hope was, when they were saying, oh, Easy said this, Easy said that I was just going to like make a video and start calling Easy out. No, chose not to do that. Chose to ask Easy early hours last night, you fell out, or have you said you fell out with me, or blah blah blah. Now Easy said that he hasn't. I've asked Moon today, she's replied on comments. She's not fell out with me either. So yeah, trolls are just running about now, trying to cause shit, trying to cause more problems. Now, to be honest, I think there's enough problems going on in these little communities. And look what, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like the be all and end all. Oh, Easy and Moon have fell out. Big wow. Not being funny, but haven't they fell out several times? But to certain people, do you know what I mean? This is like their day out or whatever. Their fucking next 10 Christmases rolled into one. This is how sad some cunts are, do you know what I mean? Oh, 2 people fell out on YouTube and they've had some shit to say about each other. Big wow. Big wow. Now, Taffy's running about, milking the life off it for the begit little cunt that he actually is. Even turning his subscriber mode only on and all this shit. It's like, you are a proper little begit scrounger of YouTube, scraping up the crumbs. Now, when it was only crumbs to begin with and you're all fighting over the same 100 fucking accounts, most of them, the majority of them are fucking just avatar accounts. It's proper sad anyway. But to see the tactics like, oh, I'll put the subscriber mode only on today, 20 minutes, so people can't make a comment without subscribing. You're just showing us all that you're a proper little begit bastard. Now, considering that Jupiter runs about scraping every single morsel of shit off the bottom of every barrel to try and get more views, more subs, blah fucking blah. The last few lives that Moon's done, I've seen like over 100 people watching. Now, for this like damp corner of YouTube, that's quite well, because, not being funny, but Moon barely does lives or anything. Jupiter does like fucking 4 a day, every day, to the point where she's like full of shit. She can't even be asked going toilet. No, just hold it in and sit on YouTube. To the point where the NHS have had to fucking help her out. Oh my days. Even Jupiter running about scraping every barrel or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's about what she gets, 100. And she's been on an uninterrupted channel and living it like it's her actual life. She spends more hours a day on YouTube than people do at work. But Moon seems to be able to pull over 100 in, no problem. I think the other one was like 2 o'clock in the morning, usually unsociable hours. But again, like over 100 people watching. Now, all it comes down to realistically is it shows you the majority of these numbers, like I've said, they're only interested in drama. Do you know what I mean? Literally only interested in drama. They're not in it for anything else other than what it is, drama. Now, when you see these things for yourself, which if you can't see if you can't see it happening at the moment, fucking hell, there's no hope for people like you, I guess. There isn't really many serious people about in these communities, and they're clearly displaying to you that they're all about drama. These people are not asked about the rape epidemic up and down the country. They're not asked about all those little girls being passed around like a cheap bag of sweets. They're not asked about the terrorism, blowing little children up watching a fucking music concert. They're not asked about any of that. More asked about fucking drama, and it's like, this is why I've said, do you know what I mean? You may well be wasting your time. I certainly know that I'm wasting my time in these communities or whatever. There's nobody, no, I'm not going to say nobody, there's a very minute amount of people which are actually concerned about the real world problems and whatever. Very small amount of people. Now, me personally, if I could be asked, I would probably pull Rude Awakening out the garage and whatever and swoop up these decent people out of the swamp, and do you know what I mean, like, have some decent proper conversations about the actual topics which should be addressed, do you know what I mean, should be spoke about, should be put around the internet, do you know what I mean? You'll fail to do that when you've just, do you know what I mean, got nothing but scumbags around, giving ammunition daily to people on the left, the far left and all this shit, getting doxing campaigns going, singing songs about dig up your kids and all this shit. You're gonna struggle like fuck, realistically, to be able to have anything worthwhile with that shit going on, realistically. Doesn't matter how serious the topic or whatever, the discussion at hand. If that's what you're known as, an absolute out and out scumbag, it's only gonna ever achieve that same 100 and odd people that bother watching. Other than that, realistically, we'll pull proper numbers in. I mean, Dave's channel, Working Class Patriot, if he doesn't put out videos which take his notification, all the shorts he puts out and whatever, if he don't do that for a day and then goes live, do you know what I mean, he'll get like hundreds watching, and that's how it should be, realistically. And a relevant topic at a relevant time, this, that, the other. Do you know what I mean? I've been on Dave's and there's been like 600 people. Do you know what I mean? Active participants commenting and all that. Now that is the difference between a clean community and communities that are just literally thought, oh well, you know, we'll keep doing the you go low and I'll go lower. When people do that, you're literally repelling anybody decent away from the channel, and you're only left with the people that are okay with that shit. Now when you're tackling proper topics which are very sensitive topics, and do you know what I mean, there's a certain way that you need to do these things or whatever. You can't do that at all when you're known for literally doing proper scumbag shit. It just doesn't work. And again, it will be the same situation. You've got 100 people watching, you'd be lucky as fuck, absolutely lucky as fuck, if there's 10 people out of the 100 people which are bothering to fucking listen, that actually give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? That actually will see it for what it is, add relevant comments, this, that and the other, that are not just there to troll and take the piss and all this other fucked up shit that goes on. Do you know what I mean? And we've seen it a million times over. Do you know what I mean? That is the norm. And then when you've got on top of that this fat gobshite making out that it's a patriot, it's like, that makes any actual patriot look like a bag of shit. So it's just, it is a mad situation. It is a mad situation. I just find it hard personally to figure out what the fuck are these people which, you know what I mean, you make out your patriots, and then you're gonna say what to your children and your grandchildren and nephews and nieces. Well, what was you doing when all this was unfolding and all this facts and evidence was coming out? Oh, just sat about on YouTube, just sat moaning about it, didn't do anything about it, just sat about on YouTube for fucking years on end, just moaning and moaning like Taffy. And then he wants to do the, oh, Tommy, you've never been to a fucking Tommy demo in your life, you sad, wet brain fucking excuse of a man. Do you know what I mean? Piss poor, fucking pissed up, fucking drunk cunt. But he wants to make out as a patriot, eh? You never done, fuck all. You will probably never do, fuck all. But you want to make out you're a patriot. You're a sad cunt of a man. You're definitely not a patriot. And this is why I never put myself in it. Oh yeah, I'm a patriot. I never put myself in that bracket, because you'll have some cunt using Jupiter and fucking Babs and Wendy and all these other fucking forever giving ammunition to the left. Do you know what I mean? You're giving people opportunity then to go, oh look, you know, this is what Den is. Den's a patriot. Like these 3 fucking skid mark benchmarks. I'm not asked what people think. If you think I'm a patriot, you think I'm a patriot. If you think I'm fucking whatever the fuck, I couldn't care less. I know what I'm about, and the people that know me in real life know what I'm about. I think my track history speaks for itself. Do you know what I mean? I've been all over the fucking place for double and triple in some cases the time that these sad cunts have been sat on YouTube just fucking moaning. And when it comes down to, oh right, it just looks like you're doing it just for fucking views and subs, to make it feel like you're important. Oh, I've got a YouTube channel. These YouTube channels are free. Don't mean anything. Don't mean fuck all. It is literally a means of having honest, open conversation where possible, and highlighting dangers and concerns of the masses. It is that simple. Trying to highlight certain things so you can literally put measures in place to protect your women and children. That's it for me. It's nothing more than that. with some people. It seems to be like an ego building exercise, and then they're buzzing with themselves when they get like 100 people watching. It's like, if I've been running a YouTube channel for years and doing lives on a regular basis, and I only had 100 people watching all that many fucking years after, I'd have to like reassess what am I doing wrong, what am I actually doing wrong, because up to now I only seem to be scraping 100 people in here, and only 10% of them at best actually give a fuck about the topics at hand, actually give a fuck about the mass rape epidemic, actually give a fuck about the fact that women are no longer safe to get on buses or go toilet in Asda or fucking any of this other fucked up shit, take your kids to the park. You know what I mean? Just normal shit. You can't do that without fucking potentially being attacked, raped, this, that and the other. You can't take your children to a music concert. Oh no. Especially if it's a gay icon. Fucking hell. You may as well put your kids in a fucking lion's cage at this point. It's one of them. You can be doing the right thing continuously, consistently. If you're doing it in the wrong place, it's not going to get the attention it needs. And that's what's annoying realistically with this whole situation with Easy's channel. It's took a while to clean it up to a decent standard, get rid of all these shit cunts, the cunts that are just on there to cause problems, shit stir, and just continuously give free ammunition to the fucking left, all these mental fucking lefties or whatever. Now, if you notice, whenever there's been a actual proper discussion on Easy's, which there's been many of, you never get the trolls reviewing them, do they? Not fucking one time. You never get fucking Herpeter up, fucking sparking up alive, oh let's go through this. Not once. Not once. And this shows you, realistically, what people are interested in and what they are not interested in. You've heard Herpeter recently say, oh well, if I'd have knew what CMW is about and Kaylee didn't fuck it up and rah this, that and the other, maybe I would have shined light on it. I'm not being funny, but CMW wouldn't piss on that channel. Not at all. People actually see exactly what that channel is about, and the surrounding scumbags that are fucking begging it, trying to suck up views from one dead channel to another dead channel. And yeah, Taffy, you fucking wet brain cunt, I'm talking about you, fucking brain dead simp. But like I say, these cunts are going to keep dining out on all this shit. The more people feed into it, the more they will continue to milk from it. And these troll channels left, right and centre that are taking little clips of this and putting little narratives on that and whatever. And I'm not even going to name any of them, but there's plenty floating around at the moment doing the most. And this is why I said, if we can't have like a civil conversation around it and maybe dead some things or whatever, I'm just going to sidestep it and sit on the sidelines. Do you know what I mean? Have no involvement. And I've tried to do that. If something's being said and misconstrued and whatnot, yeah, I'll try and ask the person directly so we can just kill these things off before people run about with fucking bullshit even more than they already are. That's not getting involved. I've made a point of not getting involved. I jumped on Easy's channel early hours just to clear the air of certain things that was being said and clarify one way or the other what is or isn't being said. Now, as long as I'm not being dragged into shit, do you know what I mean? Do what he's doing by all means. I suppose you've got to look at it like that, haven't you? Better in than out. Better out than in, rather than people bottling things up and this, that and the other. Yeah, have it all out or whatever. I mean, it would have been better, to be honest, like privately, but that's not how these things unfold, is it, on YouTube? And people are naturally gonna, okay, let's rerun this. That person got 110 views, so I should at least get 60 views, 70 views. And yes, Taffy, I'm talking about bellends like you. Sweeping up the crumbs. Meanwhile, still doing the peddling for Herpeter, even though the trolls that destroyed Taffy's life and went after his missus and his children, his child, whatever, and all this fucked up shit, losing him his job and all that, was enrolled by Herpeter. It's like, if you can't, I don't know, you've got to kind of get your laughs and your giggles in where you can find them in this fucked up shit fucking show that just carries on and on and on. You've kind of got to find the funny bits here and there, the ironic fucking value to things and whatnot. And Taffy is literally the poster boy of that. Do you know what I mean? How the fuck can you be sucking up to the person that enrolled these far left trolls to fuck up your shit? But yeah, oh man, that fucking dude, fucking excuse of a man. I don't know how you actually have the balls or the gall to put it across like you're the big I am tough, I am the jawbreaker of Wales. Do you know what I mean? You're a bellend. Every single body in these communities laughs at you and knows you are a bellend. Not one person believes you fucking bullshit that you come out with. Now, originally I did say maybe we could have a discussion, blah blah blah, this, that and the other, and try and dead a few things between Jake and Kayla and anyone that was interested in trying to dead things. Now, I don't know whether that would be something that we could have accomplished or not. I just thought it was one of them. Do you know what I mean? It would be worth a try regardless, innit? Now, don't get me wrong, there is definitely a syndicate of shit cunts, but it's not half as big as Kaylee and Jake are making out. There is definitely a syndicate of shit cunts which are willing to tell blatant lies, and it is questionable why the people that have been pulled in along the way, which are not part of the syndicate at all, do you know what I mean? They've just ended up in a position and then gone, oh right, okay, X, Y and Z are now coming to me with this information and that information and whatnot. And that's what I was trying to explain to Easy and Moon the other night. I'm hoping I can elaborate on that a little bit more with Moon maybe, because I think people have took it maybe a little bit personally, like I was saying something that I hadn't actually said. But I am aware, do you know what I mean? I've seen it on multiple occasions where two people are having a fucking fallout And then people are running, and usually the same cunts running to both people going, oh, I've got this information on that one, and I've got this information on that one. Do you know what I mean? They're quite happy to give ammunition to both sides because they want the maximum amount of fucking drama that can come from that shit, and the maximum amount of damage that can be done to each person. Because to them, oh, it's funny as fuck. Oh yeah, this one lost his job. Ha ha ha, this funny. And that'll go around for months and months and months. Oh look, this one's fucking getting the kids fucking social service intervention. Do you know what I mean? We've seen it, and these people are not shy from doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the old days where if you did some fucked up shit, you would hide it at all costs and conceal it so nobody found out what a dirty little rat you are. No, they're very brave. I mean, they're brave behind keyboards and screens. They wouldn't do that to these, to people in real life because, well, they'd get the fucking face ragged off their head and fucking their head punched in, wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? But online, oh yeah, it's hilarious. It's fucking entertainment, innit? Now, I've always been the same way. When I can see that something is counterproductive or whatever, I'll just remove myself from that situation. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to have my time to whatever. I don't find any of the shit that unfolds funny. Even if I can't stand the person, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, this is funny, this is great. That's not me. I'm not about that. You could be my worst enemy in the world or whatever, and I'm not going to go down that road. It's not something that I would ever fucking contemplate doing. I'd rather lose the argument, end of. I'd rather lose it hands down than go to the fucking scummy tactics that go on. It's fucking disgusting. You've got to the point where it's that tribal. You've now got people in differing communities and whatnot that are literally plotting and planning to get people arrested every day. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is not what YouTube's for. It's really not. All these people are wasting the time. The police don't give a fuck. For them, it's tit for tat bullshit. And if you rang police more than once about fucking some shit on YouTube, you are going on a ignore the fuck out of this person list. You know what I mean? They're not there to sort out your petty arguments on fucking YouTube. They're not. And by doing that, you're giving them an excuse to go, oh well, we can't sort the fucking dirty rapists out and whatever. We're too busy running about sorting people's squabbles out on fucking YouTube. What the fuck are we actually doing? Now, me personally, I think when Moon's next live, I think we're supposed to be having a little chat or whatever. Apart from that, I've already spoke to Isa, deaded any issues there or whatever. Apart from that, I'm just going to do my own thing for a bit. Do you know what I mean? There's things that I've been planning to put together, certain things and whatnot, just to kind of just like follow on things from things that have already come out and whatnot. Things that you can see brewing, and which will turn to terrorism again. Didsbury Mosque or whatever, the person that was kind of a background figure now. I'm going to be highlighting him, and it's one of them, and you can see where these things go yourself or whatever. I'm probably going to put a few things out, which, this is why I keep saying, YouTube has become stagnant in certain communities and whatnot. On other platforms, there's people left, right and centre that are awake to the problems and can see exactly what's going on and are actually hungry for lawful solutions. Do you know what I mean? I think I heard Easy say today something about he's going to focus on lawful solutions, blah blah blah. He's going to talk about this, talk about that. That'll be interesting, because as far as I know, I don't think Easy knows any lawful solutions. So that'll be interesting. Same with fucking Herpeter, do you know what I mean? Closest she's got to lawful solutions is getting Graham rip your granny off more. Reviewing his shit and hoping he'll jump on the panel and whatever. Doesn't matter that he's an out and out scammer, prolific fucking scammer. No. It'll bring in the views. Even though Based Amy literally jumped on there and will give her a first hand account of exactly dealing with Graham rip your granny off more is all about. Oh, it doesn't matter. Once Amy's jumped off, oh well, you know, he still deserves the right to reply, this, that and the other. She does not give a fuck. She's not got a patriotic bone in her fucking body. Now, while all this been unfolding for weeks and months and fuck knows how long, people like CMW are still plodding on, moving forward, building new bridges, bringing more people in across different platforms, and they're doing quite well at it, to be fair. And there is other groups doing similar things, do you know what I mean? And one thing that's noticeable is a hell of a lot more younger generations now looking at the problems and looking into lawful solutions. It's one of them, innit? People can, well, not everyone, but some people can see it's going to be two pathways of how we go from here or whatever. For the people awake to the problems, you've either got a route which is going to be very bloody, very messy, and there's going to be a lot of lives lost and people put in prison left, right and centre. Or you've got a free lawful solution where you can actually make the police and the government bodies actually do their job, actually do the job that we pay them to do. Now, a sensible person which wishes to avoid mass casualties and a bloodbath, this, that and the other, would really be looking at the free lawful solutions option before anything else. And I think there's enough doing that at this moment in time. Now, if you'd have asked me that 5 years ago and 10 years ago, I'd have said no. But there is now. So, now realistically, my purpose on YouTube was to kind of highlight that to different communities that, do you know what I mean? There is actually fucking lawful solutions which we can use. We can actually hold the government, which most people agree are the main problem, that are bringing in all the other problems. We can actually hold these cunts to account. Now, when you've got people agreeing in the Muslim community, people in the black community, people in the white community, and so on and so on, Hindu community, fucking Sikh community, blah fucking blah, when you've actually spoke to people from all these backgrounds and we all actually agree on that the government is the first and foremost threat to everybody, then why would you want to fight them? You fight them, you're just going to incur problems, aren't you? You're probably going to end up in prison, blah blah blah. Now, we're seeing how these things are unfolding in different countries. We're seeing it in Ireland. We're seeing it across fucking Europe. We're even seeing it in fucking Africa and shit. As I will get to, I'll put a video together and do you know what I mean? You'll see these things for yourself. Now, we're in a privileged position because we've actually got all these things already put in place which we can use to our advantage and actually hold these treasonous pieces of shit to account. And that's been, if you want to say I've got a narrative, that's my narrative. Yeah. Now, all the people that are not interested in doing that, do we seriously think that those people are going to be on the front lines when it goes off? Have they even been on any demonstrations? Have they been on demonstrations when bricks and bottles are flying and fucking piss bombs and all this shit, fruit with fucking razor blades in it and all that? Was they there then? If the answer to that is no, what makes you think that these people like fucking Taffer, are going to be anywhere at the front, anywhere in general? No, these people will be doing exactly what they've done this whole time, sat there, scraping for views, sat on a fucking couch doing fuck all. These people are useless to anybody and everybody, their own families and children included. Do you know what I mean? Now, when I seen which way things was going years ago, and you could see at that point in time there was definitely nowhere near enough people awake, and definitely out of the amount of people that was awake, which was looking to deal with things in a lawful solution manner, I put certain things in place to make sure my family wasn't going to suffer any of the problems which a hell of a lot of other people's families are going to suffer. Now, I guarantee that people like Taffy and whatnot, they've not put any measures in place for shit. His family's just going to have to deal with the fucking problems, minus that useless cunt, because, well, what will Taffy be doing? Or he'd be sat at home fucking showing his ass, murdering tunes, and doing his crocodile tears things as more victims just keep coming out. Yeah. I could never ever sit by idly and do fuck all as I can see the decay creeping into the country, the victims coming out the fucking woodwork, all these little girls being passed around like a fucking bag of cheap sweets by these third world scumbags. Do you know what I mean? But for Taffy, yeah, no morals, no self-respect, no self-worth. He's quite happy to just do what he wants to fucking do, innit? But then he wants to make out as a patriot and, oh, tell me, fuck off, you fucking sheep shagging little simp. But yeah, I think I've got a couple of conversations left in me for this portion of YouTube. And even that, you know what I mean, it's just to like clear any air, clear any fucking misconceptions, and leave things on a neutral basis. I've not fell out with anybody. If people are falling out left, right and centre, that's up to them. They've got their own reasons. It is quite annoying, to be honest, because I think we was actually getting a decent little channel built up, and then just because of a little back and forth with Jake and Kayla, all of a sudden, oh, we need to open the doors and welcome scummy bastards back in. That was just like a bit of a kick in the balls. It's like, what are we actually doing there? So we're going to open the doors to well-known wrong'uns, which it's took us a while to fucking get rid of, and then we're going to welcome these people back in. Rather than have a civil conversation with Kayla and maybe Jake, but more Kayla, to just dead things. Do you know what I mean? Neutralise certain situations and just... Me personally, I think just the acknowledgement from people that have seen all this shit unfold and have attacked Kaylee and Jake in one way, shape or form, but I've never dared to question the other side of it, the Danny Jones side of it. All the lies that was told, the syndicate of knobheads that are running about doing the most fucked up shit, the blatant lies that have been told. Do you know what I mean? If those people would have questioned that side of it as well, and I don't think it's too late for that, to be honest. I would have a conversation with Kayla, to be fair. I don't know if that's something that Kaylee would want to do or not, or if I'm still fucking... What does it get called? Judas or some shit. I don't know. Something like that, but I don't even know if it's something that Kaylee would want to do or something. For me, as far as I know, do you know what I mean? Myself and Kaylee are neutral. I think she's had a few misconceptions in the past. I've tried to right them along the way. But yeah, it's one of them. I've critiqued both sides of that situation, and more so with Danny Jones, because he's a disingenuous lying cunt. I can honestly say that when I've spoke to Kayla, yeah, she might say something that I don't agree with, but she's not out and out lied like Danny Jones and all them creatures. Oh, we'll just delete stuff, do a Jupiter, delete it and pretend it never happened. Not thinking, oh well, you know, he's probably recorded it as he goes. These cunts have learned the hard way. Yeah, you can say whatever and you can make out I'm lying, but then I'm going to pull the evidence out and prove you to be the lying cunt. Now, Kaylee's never done that. Kaylee's never lied to me. She said what she said. She's built up her beliefs because of what she's seen and heard and whatnot. And where she realises, okay, you know, I thought it was this, but it's not, it's that and whatever. And she will, do you know what I mean? She'll like reevaluate the situation. Now, I've not seen that on both sides. I don't think anyone else has. They'll stick to the guns, they'll stick to the bullshit, they'll carry on with the nonsense, knowing full well all this shit is very easily proved to be shit. Like I say, Kaylee's not done that. Could there be some sort of a solution for people to just dead and neutralise the situation? The thing is, it would suit Kayla better to not have all these people running about saying the most fucked up shit and whatever. And I get it, people are getting attacked left, right and centre. But then, I'll be honest, Kayla will... I'm hoping maybe we can have a conversation and maybe elaborate on what I'm saying now, but Kaylee will look at it as there is definitely a syndicate, and I agree, there is definitely a syndicate. I've seen it myself. I've recorded it, I've documented it, I've put it out, and the people that wish to go around attacking Kaylee and Jake choose to ignore all that, which is weird. It is weird. And that in itself, the fact that nobody questions the other side of it, Kaylee's perception of that could well be that, well, look, you know, there's definitely a syndicate and all these add-ons to it, these people that have been giving information left, right and centre. Do you know what I mean? It could well be perceived by Kayla that this is a much bigger syndicate than it actually is. Now this is why I said when Kayla had, well, between myself and Kayla there was more than enough evidence to take the ringleaders of this shit fucking syndicate of shit cunts, to take them to task and actually hold them to account, and she would have actually got financial gain out of that situation. Now, even though I was willing to pay for that, to pay all the legal costs and whatnot, I wouldn't have wanted fuck all from it. Do you know what I mean? Some fucked up shit has been done. Whether people like Kaylee or not, some fucked up shit has been done. Everything else come after that. And I'm aware of that because I was there, present at the time. Now, all these people that are around now, you weren't around at that time. So all you're going off is what you're being told by trolls around that situation, which are very much part of that fucking syndicate of shit. They may dress it up as this, that and the other, but you can see, whenever that topic comes up, the same people come out the woodwork. For me, I can clearly identify who are the syndicate of shit in amongst all that, and I can clearly see the people which are just being pulled in, and then it makes it look much bigger than it is. Do you know what I mean? Now, like I said from day one, that case was never anything that myself or CMW was interested in. We was interested in stopping the scam, which was a scam from a 20-year prolific scammer, which was pushing this King's flag fraud, having it fucking platformed and protected on cunts like Wake Up UK, and then they was teaching people how to remove the evidence, the content which proves that to be a scam. Yeah. And that went on for a long time, and it started off on Facebook and it went fucking everywhere else. Now that's fact. That's not even up for discussion. That's documented fact. That's fact that people have seen and heard already themselves. And this is why when anyone has these people around that are already proven to be out and out wrong'uns, it is questionable. It is. Now, I can't say to anyone, don't have this person around or that person around. You know what I mean? The doxing centre of the fucking internet that gives all this information to third party trolls. Again, all documented. Do you know what I mean? I can't say to anyone, don't have this person around or don't have that person around. Generally, if I'm in there and these people pop up, I will literally warn people and say, oh, you know, Wake Up UK is present, hide your children, blah blah blah, because these cunts will quite happily delve into your family, pass all the third party information around and blatantly put, do you know what I mean, your children on their fucking site, on their fucking channel and whatever, and then delete it and deny it. It's like, all these things are recorded and documented. You look like some mental case cunt to keep pretending any other fucking, do you know what I mean, anything other than the truth. But this is the actual situation, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Now Kaylee's seen all this, do you know what I mean? She did originally think I was part of Danny Jones' crew, this, that and the other, because we was letting that cunt infiltrate us. We knew full well what he was doing. The very first moment I was told to check Danny Jones out, I did my research into him, and that's all I found. Lefties fucking all around him, shitting all over what the Pendragons and CMW and all this was doing. Constitutional fucking law groups. And they're running about what? Defending rapists. I noticed Taffy had AJ, the fucking convicted puppy puncher, on there today, which was the first reason that I had a reason to go on to Easy's, because AJ the puppy puncher was on there trying to convince people that the child victim was somehow the temptress, the monster, and the fully adult man was somehow the victim. The rapist was somehow the victim. Now that's the first conversation that I had on Easy's. I'd never met Easy, didn't know who the fuck Easy was. I got sent a link, jumped on there, and it's gone from there. Now Taffy's had him on his channel today commenting, "Oh, welcome AJ, welcome AJ." Do you know what I mean? What does that tell you about Taffy realistically? Is he just happy to get a sub and another comment? Yeah, don't matter. It don't matter what scumbag it's from, does it? And this is what I say. Do you know what I mean? You can do whatever you're doing. If you're doing it in the wrong place with the wrong people, yeah, it's just going to have a detrimental effect on all of it. And you're not doing the victims or the survivors any justice having these scumbags around a situation. It is that simple. But for desperate begit cunts like Taffy, he won't give a fuck. He will not give a fuck. So many fake fucking people out here, it's unreal. Absolute fake cunts. Now tomorrow I think I'm going to put out a premiere of a discussion that happened on Ghosts over the immigration things, where credit where due, Ghost actually agreed that these people that are coming over should be in a detention centre until they've been thoroughly checked. During that conversation, Becca was telling us all why she left the UK, allegedly, because she was in fear because of all the flags and the patriotism, and she didn't feel safe walking down the road. People was looking at her like she was the enemy. Now, only a few days ago, that's turned to, oh no, it's because I left because of Kaylee and Jake. No, you didn't. What are you fucking lying for? And then she's tried telling me, oh, that's not why I left, because of the flags or the patriotism, anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Thick as fuck. Thinking what? I'm not just going to have the evidence to hand. So that's exactly what he said. Do you know what I mean? I can't stand fake people. Can't stand people that just chat shit and lie and twist things to suit their narrative. It's very dumb. Very, very dumb. The internet doesn't forget. People make recordings as they go. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, it was a good conversation. Even the bits from Taft before he got too fucking drunk and whatever and just started being a racist little scumbag that he is. Do you know what I mean? Even bits what he said before there kind of contributed somewhat to a decent conversation. Now, like I say, do you know what I mean? Some people say, oh, why are you going on Ghost? So I can have a civil conversation and go over things that matter to a lot of people. Anything I do with a purpose. Do you know what I mean? I'm not out to entrap anybody or whatever. I'm out to get opinions and get them to question their own logic and reasoning behind things, and if something good can come from it, then that's a bonus. If not, then they just serve as examples, don't they? So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to put a premiere out tomorrow. I may put a few premieres out tomorrow. That's all I'm probably going to do for while all this shit's flying around and whatnot. I'm probably just going to put out some relevant conversations from whatever channels, whatever, and put a few videos together which I've been meaning to do for a while. I don't expect in these little communities it'll gather much attention, to be honest. Like I say, whenever it's something serious, you'll see the numbers drop. Like, alright, it's not drama, no one's kicking off, blah blah blah, and you see the numbers drop. That tells you you're in the wrong community for anything serious. But for these fucking bigot fucking bellends, do you know what I mean? It's fine for them or whatever. They'll just keep doing the same dumb shit and expecting a different result. No one's interested. No one's really interested. A minute amount of people that will take interest into anything serious. And there could be genuine reasons for it, don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of people will find it hard to stomach a lot of the things that have actually gone on. The failures and the fuck-ups from the police, the government, social services. A lot of it, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it could well give you fucking PTSD or whatever, but what, do you know what I mean? For me personally, I would say, what's the alternative? Just let it carry on then, yeah? And just have thousands and thousands more children raped and passed around like a bag of cheap sweets. I can't do that. I can't. And like I say, I've put measures in place or whatever, so regardless, do you know what I mean? It's not going to affect my family like it will maybe other people's families that have not been able to put measures in place. I worked my ass off to fucking put measures in place. Do you know what I mean? Juggling this, that, the other and whatever to make sure. But I understand that not everyone's in the position to be able to do that or whatnot. So for me personally, I would have thought those people that are not in the position to put measures in place would have actually been the people more determined to put an end to the madness. Do you know what I mean? Actually hold these treasonous bastards to account, but don't seem that way at all. And those that do seem to just get like put into a whirlwind of shit. Have the fucking useful idiots, the simps, the fucking little troll teams and whatever, and take down teams. Oh, you know, take this one's channel, take this one's fucking whatever, take this one's video down, do this, do that. Do you know what I mean? But these people are not the left, no? They're not infiltrators, no? Okay then. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. Hope everyone's good, hope everyone's well. Look after each other and stay safe and stay vigilant. There's a lot of mad shit going on at the moment, and yeah, just expect to keep seeing problems.